I choreographed Archie's, the Netflix film.
Oh.
I was assisting Ganesh
Cool.
Hegde, so I was specifically called for partner work. Shamshera, if you must have seen.
Yeah. I've heard that. Yeah.
I was training Vani Kapoor for that film.
What Bollywood star can you talk trash about on the podcast?
Technically, no one. Like, they're
Nobody?
all great.
You don't really have to master something, but you have to like add in your own unique flair to whatever you're doing, and
Yeah.
that's what sets you apart. And you have to also be okay with your skill level. Like I might not be the best dancer, but I can still go and have really good expression and really good energy.
And good
so it's
fun.
okay if I don't even mess up because I'm still entertaining and I'm
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
bringing joy to what I'm doing.
Actually, my hometown is the third biggest carnival in the whole world.
What's your hometown?
Rijeka in Croatia. So there's a Brazilian, right? And there's Venetian, and then there's Rijeka.
We performed in a circus, and that was the first time I ever performed in a circus, which
No
was
way.
amazing.
You were
And-
in the circus?
No, I wasn't in a circus. We performed a Bollywood piece in the circus.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of in the circus.
Yeah, sure, of course.
What's going on, guys? My name's Tharan Shetty. Welcome to the Convo Sutra. Amazing Saturday here in Hollywood. We have a special guest joining us and our usual panelists. But first, let's do a quick intro for our audio listeners.
Hi guys, my name is Priya Mehta. I am a producer, comedian, actor, and I always love being here. So thanks for having me, Tharan.
I'm Petra. I'm a model, and I live in LA, and that's it.
Hi, my name is Rishi. I am an actor, choreographer, dance educator, and a filmmaker. And currently, I am studying and I'm pursuing my MFA in film and choreography at Cal Arts. And it's just been a year and a half since I've been in LA. So I'm happy to be here.
Nice. Rishi, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate
you.
it,
Thank you.
sitting in with us. And for people who are just wondering, I literally just threw Rishi on the show. I just walked in 2 minutes ago. I've never met him before. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Nice to officially meet you.
Thank you.
And,
Nice to meet you too.
Priya was excited because I was texting Priya last night about you, and she had to
I was
reiterate.
like, oh, dancer? I love dance. I can talk dance for the whole pod. You know,
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's
She's like,
pretty
I'm
much what I
also
can
a
talk about.
dancer. I'm like,
I am also a dancer.
Wow. Like, so what do you do?
So I was on a dance team in college, but like I teach Bhangra and hip hop to kids, but I also do wedding choreography.
That is awesome. Which college?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah. So I'm not like, I haven't held like a professional dance class in LA, which is now on my list because I actually want to do that. But I do dance and I've been dancing my whole life. So I love it.
That's amazing.
What,
I think dance is
what kind of
beautiful.
dance?
Bollywood, Bhangra, hip hop,
Oh.
and Ras.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
after you dance.
You know, I danced ballet when I was very little, but
Wow.
and I tried hip hop too, like when I was like maybe 8, 9, and that was it. I do love dancing. I love salsa. I'm going on salsa nights almost every week.
That's awesome.
I love salsa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is a dance podcast.
Yeah.
We're also a
I'm
dancer.
happy to be here.
Let's go.
Great to start it off.
I watched a lot of your stuff last night. Where are you from initially?
Well, I was born and brought up in New Delhi, but before coming to LA, I've been in Mumbai for 8 years. I've been working in the Hindi film industry, which is popularly known as Bollywood. So I was an actor in a few films and a few commercials, but primarily my work was in choreography, where I was assisting choreographers like Vaibhavi Merchant and Ganesh Hegde. So yeah, you might have seen some of my work. That's
Wait, can you name some movies that you like choreographed
Yeah,
for?
I choreographed Archie's, the Netflix film.
Oh.
I was assisting Ganesh
Cool.
Hegde, so I was specifically called for partner work.
Awesome.
There's a song called Vava Voom.
Yeah.
So I did partner work in that, and Shamshera, if you must have seen.
Yeah. I've heard that. Yeah.
I was training Vani Kapoor for that film, and then
That's awesome.
Prithvi Raj Chauhan. I was training
yeah.
Manushi Chillar, who's the Miss
Sure.
World
Huge
in
star.
20
Huge star.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing.
So what brought you to the US?
School. I got accepted into Cal Arts, and I wanted to. I mean, I'm a mid-career artist who decided to go to school. I am 35, so this was a huge change from being independent, being in Mumbai, living by myself, to just coming back to school was interesting and a new change for me.
Well, Petra's also from
never
another
too
country.
late,
Yeah,
yeah.
can you relate to what he's saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I came from Croatia 8 years ago, and I started school. I went to college here at the age of 27. So I can relate to that. Like it's very hard to get into after so many years of not being in school, but it's an amazing thing. And it's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late.
And once you start, your brain is getting better and better at it, right? Like you're
Yeah.
getting more familiar. So it's,
Yeah.
I feel like I need to go back to school.
You? It
What
is
would you
actually, it's a
study?
really good thing. Yeah.
No, also I mean, we should constantly be learning a lot. So I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like school, especially at this time, becomes an incubator for you to just like research. And if you're doing your master's in an art form, I think that is beautiful. It's given me so much of it's given me a fresh perspective, not just in being in school and experimenting on new things, but also to just like receive different cultures of different people and like meet new artists. CalArts is a beautiful place to be in only because the students come from all across the world and they're all like really great at what they do.
What's your degree in?
Like this current
Yeah,
degree?
yeah.
MFA in choreography and film.
Okay, so you already did choreography in India and you just want to...
No, I'm actually doing a double MFA here. So a choreography program at CalArts is a 2-year program.
Okay.
The film program is a 3-year program, but I'm finishing a dual MFA degree in 4 years.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you're going to make films after?
Yes, I'm planning to make dance films, movement-based films, yeah,
That's great.
among other things.
Put me in your film. Put Priya in
I
your film.
would,
I would love to.
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Put us all in your film. Why not?
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, well, that's the end of the podcast. That's a great jumping off point because I do have a question. You want to talk about dance though? Did you want to ask any questions? Priya, go for it.
No, I feel like, well, what styles do you do?
So I'm primarily a contemporary dancer and choreographer, but I specialize in this traditional martial art form, which is from Eastern India, which is from Odisha, which is called Mayur Bhanj Chau. There are 3 types of Chau dances in our country. We have Saraikela Chau, which is from Jharkhand. We have Purulia Chau, which you must have seen in Tamasha, I'm not sure, or Barfi, one of the 2 films, which is from West Bengal. And then what I practice is Mayur Bhanj Chau, which I, like I said, is a martial art form, which is done with weapons. So there's a lot of weaponry involved. Yeah, that's what I primarily specialize in, but I do a lot of partner work and floor work.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very specialized, like unique.
What Bollywood star can you talk trash about on the podcast?
Technically, no one. Like,
Nobody?
they're all great.
So all of them.
Tara, do you dance?
You know, it's a good question. I was on a dance show. Nobody knows that. I was on
Wait,
Fox.
what dance
I
show?
was on Fox's reality dance show.
That's amazing.
And yeah, and I had to like compete for this girl, and then she picked I don't care if I trash her. I did the dance, and this other guy did a dance. He was like a professional baseball player, and then she chose him over me. And I was like, and I worked so hard. I spent a month learning this dumb dance, right? And then she chose him, and then afterwards, I guess they went on a date. There was like no spark. Then she like DMs me. She's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I was like, "You're getting blocked." But I was so pissed off.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
So yes, I am a professional dancer.
wow.
I want to see that video. Do you have it?
Yeah, it's on
really wanna see
YouTube.
that.
It's YouTube.
Oh,
Darren
really?
Shetty, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, I feel like with dance, there's so much more to it. Like, I feel like when people think of dance, they think of like performative or you have to perfect it. But I think for me, it's more about like regulation and how your body processes emotions. Because
Yeah.
like my cousin, he's a radiation oncologist and he's also a dancer. And so he conducts these dance classes for his patients. And so I visited him in Miami and I got to see it firsthand where it was like less about the technique and the choreography and more about the movement and how like especially for patients, giving your body something back when it feels like something has happened to your body. And
Wow.
it was just such a beautiful thing to witness where it really is about like how it's like the most beautiful form of self-expression because you can then like process whatever you're going through and it's about expression more than just like the moves and how again you're
He's like, "No, it's not."
No, it is. I completely agree. and it's
when I
beautiful,
when I choreograph weddings and I'm always the annoying girl that's like, guys, we have to practice like before the sangeet. I'm like, we have to practice. Everyone's like, ugh, and I'm like, but if you really think about it that way, and people get less stressed about it because it's just literally more about having fun and releasing what's going on internally through
exactly.
expressions and movement and not just dance. Right? It's like when you said movement, I was like, oh yes, because it is more about movement therapy than like anything else.
Wait, as an expert, what's your take on these basically these Indian weddings, like these horrible dances?
And we were just talking about it.
So what's your take on it? Like, do you think, are they good? Are you just like, you have to like sit through them like, oh my God, make this stop?
I mean, if you remove the idea of competition from it, it's a really good way to meet people, interact, and just
Competition
like have
at
fun.
Indian weddings?
No,
Of
no,
course. What are you saying? Like, there's the groom side, and then there's the bride
Yes.
side, and there's like so much of competition in like within weddings. Like, you gotta have a specific artist come in your like. People can go crazy with big fat Indian weddings. So like, there's a lot of competition, especially in the northern side of the weddings that happen there. So yeah, if you leave that, I think it's a really good place to meet your family, interact. I mean, yes, it is a pain because me being the youngest in my family, when I go to choreograph my own family, nobody listens to me. So it is
You have to make
so
the moves
hard.
very
like that.
simple because also
Simple?
people are going to learn it like the day of, right? Or the day before.
Yeah.
So you have to, as a choreographer, I want to put in all these really cool moves, but I'm like, I have to think about the people that want to feel comfortable while dancing and performing in front of hundreds of people where they also want to feel confident.
Yes.
So then I'm like, okay, let me make the moves easier so that it makes them feel better performing instead of, oh, I'm going to mess it up. Now I'm going to look bad in front of like hundreds of people because it's an Indian wedding. So I had to learn that.
Petra, have you
I
been to
need
an
to
Indian
go.
wedding?
I was just about to say I need to go to Indian wedding.
They're so much fun.
You know what?
they're
I
a
was
lot of fun.
invited. My friend was getting married, I think in New Delhi, like 2 years ago, but I couldn't go, unfortunately. But it's on my wish list.
Is
for sure.
dance part of your culture in these weddings and stuff? Like, do they dance at Croatian weddings?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, of course. I think in every
never been.
culture. I think.
You didn't invite me to your wedding, sorry.
Yeah, well, I didn't had it yet, but yeah, I'm. I think in every weddings, dancing is a big thing. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
Even
Yeah.
American weddings? I mean, they do like a father-daughter
American
dance,
weddings.
right?
right?
Yeah, you're right.
But I feel like with Indian weddings especially, it is,
Yeah.
right? Like the groom side and the bride side, and it's just like
Indian
everyone
definitely.
wants to perform,
Yeah.
and it's like, put on a show. Put on a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God help us.
I love it.
Yeah, of course you love it. But like,
I do. It's so much fun. I also feel like dance is where I was dancing before I was getting behind a mic. So like I think at weddings I was first dancing, and then after that it like kind of like when it's more of like skits and then getting behind a mic and then making speeches, and then that like kind of transcended into like improv and comedy, and now I do stand-up comedy. So
Wow, how's that?
it's fun. It's tough.
How long have you been doing that?
Since like 2018, 2019. So like
Oh,
right
long
before I
time.
remember started right before COVID.
Perfect.
It was perfect timing. It was great. But yeah, it's been, I just think as an artist though, you will find how you're going to try different forms of art, and then eventually they'll all kind of just align into like something that you can then produce and show. And so I think for me, dance enabled me to be like, oh yeah, I'm a performer, I'm an entertainer. Let's explore more into just like how I can express myself.
that's a great transition. I'm glad you actually said that, because my question for today, we always start off
I got you.
with a fun question.
Oh no.
No, it's easy. If you had unlimited resources for one creative project, what would you make?
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Anybody but Priya.
Anybody but Priya. Well, okay,
Yeah, you guys answer first.
You
Let me
go.
think about
I
it.
can go. Wow, unlimited resources. Actually, you know what? I wrote a paper on this. We had this thing called
About this topic, really?
About this topic, yeah.
Wow.
It was called Limitless Freedom. Ironically, those are the names of my nephews, Azad and Anhad. But
The A names.
the A names.
They're trending.
Yeah, they are. Well, what I had written was I would love to make a carnival. A carnival which has every type of art that you can think of. It could be, it should have different sections of circus arts, or like different classical dance forms, or like bringing in different cultures from different countries. So I'd like to go global and go all out with like a big carnival on an island where people just come in and experience all the art that is there in the world.
Do carnivals exist? I'm thinking like American carnivals.
Yes.
They do?
No, yeah. Actually, my hometown is the third biggest carnival in the whole world.
What's your hometown?
Rijeka in Croatia.
Oh.
So there's a Brazilian, right? And there's Venetian, and then there's Rijeka.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I did Carnival in Brazil. I lived in
Oh, there you
Rio.
go. No way.
And it was so
Oh,
much fun. It was
wow.
one of the wildest celebrations ever, because you're just nonstop partying for days.
Yeah. Oh my
I
gosh,
have,
I don't know.
I've toured in Brazil. I've been to Sao Paulo and Brasilia and Rio.
Rio's my favorite.
We were only in Rio for a day, but it was great. Like we performed in a circus, and that was the first time I ever performed in a circus, which
No
was
way.
amazing.
You were
And
in the circus?
no, I wasn't in a circus. We performed a Bollywood piece in the circus.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're kind of in the circus.
Yeah, sure, of course. I would love to be in a circus.
I'd love to do flips everywhere.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm still kind of stuck on her carnival thing. So your city's known for...
For Carnival, yeah. It just happened actually in earlier this month.
Imagining like just like, throwing the ball at the bottles. I'm not imagining the carnival you're
It's a
imagining.
high-end production.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah, I mean, there's
There's like a Ferris wheel.
yeah.
A lot more than that.
Is there a
Do you guys
Ferris
have the
wheel?
parade too? You
Yeah,
guys have
it's more. No, it's just the parade.
Oh,
so
it's
it's
just
not
the
the
parade.
carnival. When you say carnival, do you think like a? No, it's a carnival.
Oh, you know what he's thinking of? Like, you know, like,
Circus.
yeah, like
Are
you
you
go and you
thinking
play
of
games
circus?
and stuff
Oh,
like
Have you seen,
that.
have you seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure when
Got
he
it.
joins?
We're talking about like the
No, like the
carnival,
carnival,
the
yeah.
celebration that's like a
Yeah.
week long. There's like a
Yeah.
parade. Everyone dresses
Yeah.
up.
So the
Exactly.
A is accentuated carnival.
Carnival.
Yeah.
Carnival.
I mean,
Yeah, you have to say it
Carnival.
like that.
Yeah,
Carnival.
yeah. Carnival.
Well, that's a good answer. I thought you were going to say you want to make a movie, but apparently you just want to make a carnival. So
Yeah, I mean, like multimedia could be part of it. You know, like you don't necessarily have to make content or like shoot something necessarily just for film. So that's what I actually practiced in my thesis. I brought in artists from 4 different schools. So there was media projection, there was movement, there was theater, and then there was live and programmed music.
So what was your grade on this paper?
Well, it wasn't graded per se. It was just an assignment that we got, but they were pretty happy with it. Like a lot of my faculty found it very relatable. That's what I was told. So
I'm fascinated.
Amazing.
Priya, now you.
Okay, well, picking back off of that, because I've had this idea for a while, but I never know how to execute it. But for me, it would be like a festival of arts, and it would highlight.
You just said that.
I know.
You
I'm
just
sort
said
of
that.
like, I promise I'm not stealing your idea, because obviously my first thought was like film. But for me, what is like the best way to highlight all different forms of art that I know, which include dancers and singers and comedians and DJs. And like literally, like where can you go?
This
where
sounds
it's, like,
awful.
I know. I understand it sounds awful, but it's like, you know how there's music festivals.
I imagine headaches.
I know. There's music festivals, but what if there's a festival that you can go and see like dancers that you've like, you know, followed and singers and like different forms of art, but then to conduct it would be very, very tough of like blocks and this and that and like whatever. But to have that all come together would be so cool. But then obviously my go-to answer would be like a film for sure.
Honestly, you could probably do it. If there's one person on this panel that actually put this together, it's probably you.
Put me to work. Give me a team. Give me the resources. I'll do it. I will
$1 million.
deliver. I will host it. I will produce it. And I will highlight so many people. Everyone's going to be so happy with me. I'm going to include everybody. It's
How
going
did
to be
you
great.
not know Priya? I texted her, you know Rishi, because I was trying to get some behind the scenes stuff on you, and she's like, I don't know him. How do you not know her? She like knows everybody in Hollywood.
well, I think
Also, he just recently moved here.
recently
He's
moved
new
here.
to
That's the
LA.
thing. It's just been a year and a half
She's
since
at
I
the
moved.
And
airport.
now we're friends.
She's at LAX greeting people as they come off
Be
Air
my
India.
friend. You want to be friends? You want to be homies?
Yeah, but I'm relatively new to the city, and I'm still trying to understand how culture works here. So it's been a huge transition for me. But it's also interesting. Like I love being in new places. I love being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So it is.
Come to one of my comedy shows. You'll meet a bunch of people.
Oh,
Where do you
Yeah, there's a lot of
perform?
dancers that come to my shows
If
because
you do
I love
not-
dancers.
The one thing that I'm very scared of is stand-up comedy.
You don't have to
I
do
won't
stand-up
go. No, you have to do it. You can
I
just
would
watch.
love to come. I would love to. Yeah,
You
yeah.
on
If you don't get me on stage,
Special
I will.
performance by Rishi. Let's go.
You will not see me there.
Where do you perform?
So I've done shows at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood.
Okay.
And then a couple venues closed down. Bourbon Room, Kookaburra Lounge, all gone.
Have you done Flappers in Burbank?
I haven't, but I've heard of it. But
yeah, I go there a lot. I love it.
I like to do
It's
like
so
the
good.
bigger venues that have
Gotcha.
like 200 people.
Oh God! Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right.
I like to go
okay.
big. But
Basically, Flapper sucks.
Yeah.
no, I want to. No,
saying.
I definitely want to perform there because I've heard really good things though.
Flappers is the best. I
Yeah.
love that spot.
Yeah, I definitely want to do a show
love
there.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. If you like this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Oh, I have a question for you. What's it like being? How long have you been in LA?
8 years.
So what's it like being a model? What kind of modeling do you do?
I do. LA is mostly like commercial modeling.
Did you not
Yeah.
see her episode? She's been on before.
Yeah. How
I'm
come
sorry.
you didn't see
I'm
my
so
episode?
sorry.
I can't believe that.
My
Wow.
bad. No, but this is my first time I'm
That's
actually
okay.
meeting
I'm
you.
just
Yeah,
kidding with you.
exactly.
It's organic conversation.
Yeah, it's a very commercial modeling, which at first when I moved here, it didn't really, I was more of a fashion model because I worked a lot in like Milan and Paris when I was younger, in my early 20s. And then when I moved here, I was like, oh, damn, I was too skinny. First of all, they like a little bit, attributes here in LA. So only now, like in this past 2 years, I started like working a little bit more than usual. So it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's a different market for sure, but I like it. As I told him before, I got married here, so that's the reason why I'm here. Otherwise, I don't think I would be here if I didn't.
That makes sense.
If I didn't,
This country's not doing the best right now.
yeah, I know, yeah, and that too on top of it.
Petra's underselling herself. She has done so much, and
Yeah.
it's an honor that you even doing this podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Well, let's see if the guys tune in. So we'll find out.
Yeah.
No, she's legit. I met her on a shoot once, and she just crushed it. She didn't care at all. She's like,
Yeah.
whatever.
I love that. That's the energy we want. It's unhinged
exactly,
energy.
Unhinged.
Take me
I
as
don't
I am.
care. I don't care about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Petra, what's your project?
she has to
What would you
go.
make?
Well, I'm not really artsy person, unfortunately, but I would give those unlimited resources to my husband. He's an actor, so I'm sure.
so
and
nice.
He's
I know, that is very
and
kind.
he's very artistic, so I'm sure he would be able to use that.
Do you just give it to somebody else?
Yeah, that's just me.
So jealous of your
Give,
husband.
I'm just give, very giving.
See, I don't know if Indians would actually do that. I think Indians would be like, yeah, great.
What would you do?
Me? Mm-hmm. Oh, man. What would I not do with it? I would probably put it into a film. But then I also think like sometimes when I make a film, like I'm miserable making films. So I'm like, is this actually smart doing it?
Stressful.
Well, yeah, I always look at me on this podcast. You guys were looking at me before, like, oh, Tharan's thinking, like, imagine me on set. Like, I'm just like constantly like just nitpicking, overthinking, because you kind of have to be prepared for stuff. And I over prepare. I shoot for 100, and if I get to 80, that's good. Whatever it is I do. So it's kind of my philosophy with life. So yeah, making something cool. Have you made any films in the past?
I have. I've made
I saw
a few.
your YouTube channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, that's more. When I started my YouTube channel, it was more about making dance, just like dance pieces to put my work out there. But I did make 2 shorts. One was called Passion Over Addiction, which was like a personal story of quitting smoking.
Oh.
And then the second one is called Athletes of God, which is by a term which was coined by Martha Graham, who's a legendary choreographer and like the pioneer of modern dance here. So I wrote a poem on it, and then I was actually just telling Oscar, a friend of mine came up to me when I was in Mumbai.
Oscar's
and-
the producer today, by the way.
yeah.
Some random person named Oscar.
So he asked me if I'd want to collaborate with him on a 50-hour film festival, and the concept, the topic that was given to us, which is called A Tale of Passion. So I was like, oh, I have a poem just for this particular concept. So we ended up making a short 5-minute long film.
Like you produced it?
I wrote it and I featured in it.
Got it.
I was the actor, choreographer, and writer on the project.
Got it.
And we also applied this in this festival here called the Heidi Duckler Film Festival, which got selected. And
Do you want to act
That's
long
awesome.
term?
well, yes, but I'm actually honestly in 2 different minds about acting myself. Like if I act, I'd like to do things very specifically as to what works for me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if actors get that opportunity that much.
Sure.
I definitely want to act in my own work if I get the opportunity. Like,
Yeah, it's everybody's dream,
All
right?
right.
yeah.
Except for Petra, who just
Yeah,
wants to
I know.
give it to her husband.
Good.
Way too generous.
I'm not a good actress, unfortunately. I wish I am, but you need to be talented. I like, even when I read scripts with my husband for his auditions, I'm like, Petra, you freaking suck. It's so bad. Like you need to have talent.
Have you been offered acting jobs for your modeling? Because a lot of famous people have went from modeling to acting.
No, I know. Yeah. But again, I feel like you need talent for that.
Were you offered like auditions?
I was. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Even commercial auditions, I'm like, I'm just not modeling great. I can do that always and forever. It suits me. It's my, all of that, but acting is just another pair of shoe.
Can you tell me what is it about acting that you feel that you don't like, or
Talking.
like you
No,
think it doesn't work?
it's not that I don't like. It's not that far from that. I wish. I love movies and I love I love films, but I don't know. It's not natural to me. I feel like I'm not good at it. I don't have the confidence as much as I have in modeling.
It's so funny because I think you have a lot of confidence on this podcast. Because
do?
when
I
you
feel like
came on,
I'm
you're
not
very
that
you're very
good.
opinionated. You spoke your POV well. Because some
Yeah.
people come on here and they have no POV. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I think with acting though, because I started taking acting classes when I came to LA, and it's again about like channeling all the trauma that I've tried to push out in my life when you're trying to channel certain emotions, right? Because for me, I'm a comedian, I'm on stage, I'm projecting, I'm loud, I'm energetic, I'm this, I'm that. But of course, like acting is a completely different ballgame where when you're trying to portray a certain emotion, you have to do the internal work and think about things that are going to, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, it was so hard for me when it's like happiness, excitement, all these emotions that are like, those are fine. But then when you want to channel pain and sadness and vulnerability and just a lot of things that
It's completely opposite than you. So it's very hard.
I do have that, but I don't ever show it. And then there's also a way to show it, of course, because then you're like thinking about the lines, or thinking about your relationship with the other characters and stuff. So it was funny. I got my butt handed to me at acting class because like I would try to make jokes like during the class, and my teacher was like, "Listen, no one's trying to be funny here. Okay, this is not improv. This is not comedy. Like this is acting. It's a completely different ballgame. I don't care if you did comedy." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry," but I kind of needed it to be like, yeah, like let's get deeper into this. Let's really read between the lines and go in, because it forces you to really go inside, and it's tough. It's really tough.
It's interesting that you say that. One of my acting coach, Saurabh Sachdeva, he would define acting as energy and like energy in motion. So he would say that for yogis or enlightened people, when something crosses you, you let it go. Like you're unaffected by it. But what athletes or artists do, they use it. They channelize this energy and they throw it out. And so I think that's what acting would probably be, is like reacting. And he talks a lot about coming out of your mind. Like it's a lot about instinctively reacting to stuff. And acting doesn't necessarily have to be through words. You can just be like sitting and like reacting to someone else who's saying it. So listening, feeling, touching, looking, you're finding different senses to act is something that is really helpful for actors. And I think that's how naturally dancers and movers can pick on acting really quickly, because they're more in their body than in their mind. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on acting.
That's a very good point.
Can I ask you a question about the dance thing? Because I feel like with acting here in Hollywood, it breeds like professional students. You see people taking acting classes for like 20 years and they don't even have an agent, but like they're like, "Oh, I'm an actor." I'm like, dude, you got to do something aside from just going to your acting class 3 hours
not
a
enough.
week. Right? But they're like, "Oh, I'm an actor," but you haven't done anything. Like just because you're acting in like La Cienega, whatever, in some
But you know what? It's very hard to break through. That's what I learned.
Try.
No, yeah. But
I just know people who haven't. So I was gonna ask.
Yeah, if there's people who are not even trying, that's another thing. But
But then they complain about it and they're like, "Yo, you haven't done anything, so go try."
Yeah.
Is it like that? Where like when you teach dance and stuff, like dancing students who don't try to push outside the boundaries?
Sure. I mean, for actors and dancers both, I feel that it's, yes, to definitely trying, but like it's also about practicing the craft. It's just like any other muscle.
Yeah.
You need to make sure that you keep working on it every day, or just be consistent rather than just talk about, "Hey, I'm an actor," or "I've been taking classes here." But what are you doing for yourself? How are you really developing that muscle? So if you don't get an opportunity, you go to a dance class or go to pick up a script. You have so many public scripts outside. Just like go read a script and then shoot yourself. Like take a camera or like your phone, for instance, and just practice. So I think it's more about practicing the craft rather than just
or art in general.
What do dancers do? Because I know with actors, because I always say, go shoot a short film, go shoot this. So what do dancers do if you can't be put in a play or whatever? So you're saying go create a YouTube channel or TikTok or whatever?
Well, that's one way to go. Yeah. You can work with there are different things. One aspect is finding commercial work, which is going out there and doing. But if you want to do something for yourself, yeah, to start with, you open a YouTube channel, start dancing. Instagram has become such a big platform for dancers and creators, and they're like, people are becoming celebrities on Instagram through dance, and they're just doing, trending stuff, or like they pick up Bollywood songs and they dance on it, and they're getting a lot of traction. And I think it was also very interesting during COVID that films there was no entertainment being made. So I think content creators kind of became the forefront of what entertainment was during the pandemic. So it's an interesting shift that's happening now. Anyone can be a celebrity because of YouTube and Instagram.
I hope so.
I also think there's a parallel with dance. It's a way you're also it's a form of self-expression, but it's also like figuring out how your body moves and what your unique way is to express. Like for me, I am not trained classically, so like no Bharatanatyam, no Kathak, but I'm really good at like hip hop and Bollywood. And so it's like now I kind of, and Bhangra. So now it's like I channel what I'm good at and focus on the strengths of like, okay, I may not be able to be as graceful as this person, but I can now create my own style and add that to dance and kind of like in acting, right? You're like, you're experiencing your own, trauma and emotions and experiences. So like whatever you're doing is through your unique lens.
Yeah.
And so once you figure that out of like, I am my own person and I'm going to then apply what is so special and unique and different to me to my art, that's what helps in terms of just like, you don't really have to master something, but you have to like add in your own unique flair to whatever you're doing. And that's what sets you apart. And you have to also be okay with your skill level. Like I might not be the best dancer, but I can still go and have really good expression and really good energy. And good fun. It's okay if I don't even mess up because I'm still entertaining and I'm still bringing joy to what I'm doing in whatever way I'm doing it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, because there's this thing which we call intention with movement. So you can just do one movement like that, but until and unless you bring in some of your intention, something that you want to say, or like anything that you're feeling through movement, that gets projected very differently. So
You know a guy named Tony Kundu in Mumbai?
Kundu, yes. I know a guy named Kundu.
Oh, not Tony.
He
though.
does. I'm not sure if his first name is. I know him by Kundu. So
Yeah,
he
Kundu,
does
yeah.
house.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
He was
I
one of
know
my best
of him.
friends.
Really?
Yeah, so in
Wow.
New York, we used to go to clubs together and dance. And then
is-
he was dancing for like Madonna and stuff. And then he was like,
Wow.
I'm just going to go to India. And I was like, dude, you're so successful. And he was such a pure dancer. He was like, I don't care. And he was doing so much work out here. And he was sleeping on my floor in LA. And he was like, I'm just going to go back. And I was like, dude, I don't know. You were so great. And I love him. Tony Kundu is the best. Goes by Kundu. But
Yeah. He's in Goa now, right?
I don't know where he is, man. He's always like traveling around like, teaching. Sorry, I mixed about Kundu, but
No, I think a friend of mine
Yeah.
knows Kundu, and then she stays in Goa now, and I think they met at some point. So that's
Yeah.
how. And again, Kundu has been coming. Like Kundu is a word that has been used a lot, especially with house dance. And then the street community in Mumbai is really growing a lot.
Yeah.
So Kundu's name is pretty
He's a great
famous.
guy.
He's a great guy, and
Great guy.
and pretty famous too. Yeah.
yeah, no, he's awesome, dude. Shout out to Kundu. Could you relate to anything he's saying about like the languages, like different parts of it? Because I can't relate to it as a model.
Yeah.
At all.
No, not really.
Right?
You mean to a dancing part?
Yeah, just like, isn't it so isolating as a model, like showing up and
You mean channeling like
Yeah,
that through
yeah.
my work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's definitely. But that's what I mean. I do love dance, salsa. That's salsa for me. Like I feel like I channel my feelings through that. Not even feelings. It's more like I reach the meditation with that, if that makes sense. Like when you're in dance, like when you do something like that, it's just like, yeah, you're in a meditative state.
I guess there's different things you're channeling through modeling
Yeah.
intuitively than dance and acting, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
there's like
for
a lot of
sure.
other things you have
A lot of
going
yeah,
on.
yeah. It's just different. I feel like
Yeah.
it's a different type of I don't know.
Yeah, and also dance is
It's
very
tough.
subjective.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
It can be different for anybody. So like for someone like Petra, it could be just like having fun, like a big release. So it's like going to
Yeah.
like Latin classes or salsa classes.
Yeah.
It's just like pure form of
It's a
entertainment that
release.
you want to
Yeah,
let loose
exactly.
and have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
For someone like me, it's more about telling a story, because I believe that I'm a storyteller and I tell stories through movement. So it's always about what do I want to say through movement. And I mean, also because it's kind of my profession and I don't just do it for fun. Yeah, I mean, I dance in my own loft at some point just for fun for myself.
I dance in my bathroom all the time.
Oh, yeah.
too.
Every day.
I love that.
It's a
I love
full-on
doing that.
concert, singing, dancing,
Oh, yes.
everything while I'm getting ready for the
it's the
podcast.
best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
That's how I prepared for this podcast, honestly. So,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I could never model like what you guys like
Yeah,
the
it's-
angles and the
yeah.
poses
Oh, yeah,
and like I get
that's
so
Yeah.
self-conscious like when
Yeah.
I'm like I guess when I'm on stage where people are taking pictures, but when you're actually
Yeah.
posing, like
Yeah.
I can never. I'm like, I just feel
Yeah.
I don't feel
Yeah, again-
confident
yeah,
when
again
I'm, like,
with modeling,
cameras
I
on me.
feel
I'm like, oh my
like-
god, do I look weird? Is my posture bad? Like all these
Yeah.
things. Like it's tough.
Yeah, I feel like with modeling too, you need to have a talent too.
Yes,
it's not something. It's
100%.
not something you can learn because I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of beautiful girls and boys, but they're it doesn't. You have to have that in you too.
Wait,
like
don't
with
you feel-
everything else, I don't think it's something that you can learn.
I
You
feel
need to
like-
have at least a little bit, and then you can improve, of course. With
I agree with that because I feel like you can just snap into like, you just know like your angles and you're like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you know,
Yeah, they got that down
Yeah,
perfectly.
yeah.
you
They're
just
like,
know like
it's very robotic.
yeah,
now,
you just know exactly like what
Yeah.
they're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, can you do this? You're like, okay.
you know which way to tilt your face and like you know what I mean, like
yeah,
every
exactly.
angle.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you just know.
I know my light. I know like everything. Yeah, you just
For me, they took when I was performing on stage. There was a photographer that took photos of me, and every photo, I swear, it was just the ugliest face I was making. It was like
well, that's on
Unless
stage.
you're trying too much.
also because
maybe,
well, no, these are all candids.
Yeah,
but it's like
yeah.
there wasn't even a cute candid of me. That I
But
was
were you
like,
posing or were you talking?
no, I was just talking.
Yeah, see,
I
it's hard
see.
to
Well,
like.
that's hard. Yeah,
That's hard.
I mean,
You can't talk.
yeah.
But still, but
You
yeah,
should see the
still.
candid photos of that my husband takes of me. I'm like, Harm, don't ever post this ever in your life.
I always love a good candid though.
Yeah,
You know,
it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because even like when they say, "Oh, have fun," it's very contained. It's not like, "Oh, have some random conversation." You know, it's like it's very small. Like when they do those group shots, right? It's
Yeah,
not like,
yeah. Like we did in
yeah, we
in
did.
our
We did
last
that.
job,
Yeah, we did a job together. Yeah. Do you ever model?
Not so much, no. I mean, I've been on fashion commercials.
Yeah.
I did a commercial for, can I say the name?
Sure.
Shop or Stop. But yeah,
Okay.
Oh, cool.
That was it.
I'm really curious about this Bollywood stuff. You don't have to say names. I always wonder if like they're actually that good when they dance. Because sometimes I see Bollywood actors and I'm like, oh, this person seems like they have no coordination. Do you have to like struggle to get them to learn certain?
Oh yes,
dance
of
pieces?
course. It is always, well, they're not natural dancers.
Yeah.
Some of them are, like, for example, Tiger Shroff has been like
Yeah.
training so hard. and
Hrithik
he's-
Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan, he's a natural. Like, I think Hrithik Roshan, hands down,
the
is
best.
is the best dancer that we have right
I'll
now.
show you a
He's got
photo
so much
after.
flair.
Hrithik Roshan. I'll show you a photo after.
I'm
He's
gonna
so
go
hot.
fall in love.
Oh my god, I fell in love.
It's a process. Like, usually when you're shooting a song, you have a month and a half to just work with the actors and the dancers, and then you get them together. So you work with them separately first. So you're working on the chorus and you're working with the artist. You get them together and then you shoot. So yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of dancers have actually blown up in America. You know, Paula Abdul, Jennifer Lopez, whatever. Like they were like dancers first, right?
Yeah.
And then they kind of
Oh, were they?
transitioned.
Yeah, I know about Paul. I didn't know about J-Lo. I thought
Yeah, she was a dancer, right?
really.
Maybe I'm totally.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They danced to. She was a Super Bowl with Shakira, right? Was that J Lo and Shakira?
Oh yeah, yeah. But before she started her career, I didn't know she was a. She
maybe
was
I'm
a
making it up.
dancer.
Maybe it's somebody
It kind of
else doing
sounds
it.
natural.
Well, whatever.
Though.
No, yeah, she was. She was.
It sounds right.
Let me just commit to that.
I just remember her singing. So like that's how I remember her. She started as a singer.
Priya, you mentioned earlier about doing stuff you're afraid of. Is there anything actually you're actually afraid of? Because I can't imagine you being tentative about
God,
anything
I think there's so many things I'm afraid of.
that you haven't done. Like what?
I don't do crowd work in comedy because when I usually host shows, they're like my shows, and then I have like a bunch of comedians that come on the show, including myself though. So I let the comedians do like the roasting of the audience, but like I'm just so nervous to do that because I'm like, oh my God, what if I offend somebody? Like blah, blah, like this is my show. So I'll just let the comedians do it. But like, I think I can do really good crowd work. Obviously, it's a lot of like, you have to think of stuff on your head and then you're
You gotta be
low key
fast,
insulting
yeah.
people and this and that, but it's like in a good way. So I think I've just been really nervous, but people are like, you have to do it. And I'm like, yes, I have to do it because that's also, when you do crowd work, the audience, they're in on the joke. So it like hits even more when you're able to just like maneuver something on the spot, this and that. So I understand, but like, that's something that I'm like, I need to do that more.
Rishi's having nightmares. He's like, I'm never coming to your comedy
Don't,
show.
don't pick on me, please.
I can totally relate to this. I can never even think of doing crowd work. Like, I don't think I'm funny at all. Like, I can be funny if I write some stuff, but no, crowd work, I am really scared. Like
Yeah.
that's one of my biggest nightmares.
Yeah.
To stand in front of the stage and just like talk to people and like crack jokes. I can't do that.
Well, it's also right. Like you're understanding the vibe of the audience.
Exactly.
You're communicating with them. So it's like it's very different from I have all this rehearsed material and I'm gonna hit my jokes. I'm gonna hit my punchlines and then I'm gonna go instead of like, all right, let's get into it. Let's get into like jokes that are on the spot. Like I'm like, oh my god,
what
if
comedian is the best? You think
Matt
at
Rife.
that? I was just
Matt
about to
Rife
say, I
is
love
so
Matt Rife.
good with his crowd work.
100%,
Oh,
yeah.
he did an entire
I love
crowd work
him.
special
Yeah,
just on
yeah,
connecting
yeah.
with the audience, and it was so good.
His brain, man.
Matt Rife?
It's like the way his
the
brain
way it works
yeah.
because it's like
just
it's
so
on
fast.
the spot, and he's like he
Yeah.
just comes from a genuine place
Yeah.
where he's
Yeah.
made jokes of like
Yeah.
making fun of people with
Yeah.
disabilities, but it's
Yeah,
funny.
I know.
and
But
it's
you
like
see, that's the key. He does not have a filter,
Yeah.
and that's where you can you can't be worried about offending somebody.
or it's like
right?
even if he's on the border of a joke, he
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
how
he
to just
knows,
reel
but
it
he
back in to be
knows,
like,
yeah.
wait, let's make it like I'm gonna make fun of you, but I'm also
Yeah,
gonna be really nice
yeah,
about it. And I'm
yeah.
like, it's brilliant and, it's genius.
and I feel like it suits him better
Yeah.
than the comedy itself.
Yeah,
I feel like I mean I don't know. It's just my opinion. I saw his comedy special and I didn't really think that it was that great. But the
like
crowd
even his clips,
crowd work,
his clips he
yeah.
does, he
crowd
puts on are
work
just
is
they're
hands
so
down, yeah,
good.
I
the
think Matt
best.
Rife is hit or miss, but he's done well for himself.
And
He's
he
a
did.
hustler. I know some
Yeah.
people who know him personally, and he's worked really hard. So,
Oh yeah,
I'm sure.
I've seen him
Yeah,
live
I'm
many
sure.
times. He's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Petra, what's something you're afraid of?
Just in general.
Yeah, that you are afraid to do it in the arts
Oh, and
Or
in
anything,
the arts.
anything,
I
actually.
just told you I'm not really artsy person.
or anything in general.
I don't know. Acting, like if you tell me now to show up tomorrow on the set and do that, I would be like, no, definitely not.
Huh.
Like that would be something that I'm really scared of. In artsy world, I mean, that's it. I'm not. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
What are you scared of?
I think I'm more scared of a traditional life. Like I've been doing arts
Yeah,
for so
I was
long.
about to say I have so many other
That
fears.
9 to 5. No.
Nine to five.
Like for some reason, I keep flaming out of like these 9 to 5 jobs. I keep flaming out of like arts job. I just got fired from my hosting job yesterday.
Oh no, I'm
And-
sorry.
No, it's
Sorry to
okay.
hear that.
But like, I always think like I'm not meant to work for people. Like for some reason, I feel like the universe always guides me toward I have to make my own stuff,
Freelance, yeah.
and that's how it is. You know,
I
I can't. I'm so unfiltered. I'm so unfiltered. I can't even tell you all the hosting jobs I've gotten fired for the reasons because I'll never work again. But I feel like I just have this thing where I just speak the truth, and I forget like the world doesn't operate like that. You kind of have to wear a costume when you talk to people.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, you got to kiss a little ass.
Yeah.
I'm a great
You gotta
host though,
kiss
so don't let that detract from
Keep
hiring
watching
me.
the pod.
I can totally relate to that. I don't remember if I've worked for anyone. I mean, I've worked in dance companies, but this thing about being unfiltered and being honest, it is so. I mean, it is who you are, and you can't change that eventually. So. I feel that I've always thrived in doing my work, and I've also, whenever I've done projects for other people, they've been for like a limited time. So those have worked in my favor, but long term, I'm not sure. I'd like to do something with myself.
I do think collaboration with people. I don't want to say that I'm a lone wolf. For some reason, that gets pushed out that I'm an introvert. I do think collaboration with people, nobody can do it alone. Like I couldn't do this podcast without everybody being involved. So I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Of course.
For creative work especially.
Teamwork, yeah.
I think that's the best part about like when you're collaborating with someone, you're at the same plane. There's no like power dynamic. You're collaborating because you probably believe in each other's work or you believe in the idea that you both have come up with. And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like coming together and creating, and especially the arts is such a people-oriented profession or anything, you know. So you always need people to kind of come together to make something great. And I think that collaboration and that feeling that we're in this together.
Genuine
is great.
support.
That genuine support.
Which LA lacks
So
a lot.
important.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm just like, you have to genuinely want others. I feel like a win for somebody else is a win for all of us. That's why like I'm not someone that ever gets jealous, because also when I see someone that's doing something on social media, obviously the first type of emotion people usually feel is like, oh my God, why them, not me? That's really cool. But then I just kind of like channel that into admiration, inspiration to be like, okay, what are they doing that I may be not doing? What do I need to work on? Can we work together? Can we support each other? Let's figure it out so that now if I want to do something that they're doing, it's more of like, let me just keep working harder so that we can all support each other and we can all win.
Yeah.
No, I
like
feel the
that.
opposite, but that's another podcast.
I know you do.
I'm like, I will beat you. I want to thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Where can we find you on social media?
Well, you can see my Instagram handle that's called BRishiB. And I also have 2 YouTube channels. One is by the name of Rishi Sharma, and the other one is BRishiB as well. So, yeah.
You can find me Pri Mehta on Instagram and Priya.Mehta on TikTok.
And you can find me only on Instagram at Petra Semes, Semes.
You can follow us at The Convo Sutra. Follow us on Patreon. You can follow me personally at Tarun Shetty. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Rishi, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
did
Thank you for
great.
having me. Oh, thank you.
Great. Good job.
Good job, everyone.
Look, easy breezy. Thanks, ladies.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
that was fun. Yeah.
And
was
thank you
great.
guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Please join us next week. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. Done.
Wow.